If you are thinking of getting a German Shepherd, you might be wondering how protective they tend to be. This video will show you how protective German Shepherds are and how you can get them to be more protective when you need them to be. Before we move on with this video, you need to grab the free Dog Training Secrets Guide, in which I have disclosed the deepest dog training secrets that professional dog trainers don't want you to know about. These training secrets would help you have a well-behaved, super intelligent, smart and obedient dog without spending hours in training him/her. Link to the free, secret training technique guide is in the description below. So, are German Shepherds protective? German Shepherds are widely considered as one of the most protective dog breeds. Most German Shepherds will try to intimidate potential threats. However, only some of them will physically protect their owners when they need to. While German Shepherds are one of the most protective dog breeds, how protective a German Shepherd will be will largely depend on the personality and treatment of that specific German Shepherd. When treated well, they do tend to be extremely protective of their families. How protective German Shepherds are? German Shepherds are one of the most protective dog breeds with a high drive to protect their owners and their territory when they are raised well. With that being said, German Shepherds are not always protective. They will tend to be much less protective when they are not raised appropriately. If they are not given lots of training, exercise, attention and care, or they are mistreated, it will normally cause them to be much less loyal. Additionally, most German Shepherds will try to intimidate a potential threat to their owners. However, a lot of them will not actually protect their owners physically unless they are given training to be physically protective. But, most people know that German Shepherds are normally very protective, so they will normally act as a strong deterrent from potential intruders. Normally, German Shepherds will be more likely to be physically protective when it looks like their owners are in danger. But, they will not usually be physically protective in other situations, such as when an intruder is in the home but they are not threatening the owner of the German Shepherd unless they have been trained. Why German Shepherds are protective? German Shepherds were originally bred to help shepherds in herding sheep. Key characteristics they were bred for included a high level of endurance, fearlessness, protectiveness, intelligence and loyalty. This is because they were required to work for long time periods alongside their owners while also being alert and protective of the sheep. These characteristics were further selected for in the early 1900s, where they would gain widespread use as police and military dogs. After the First World War, many American soldiers took German Shepherds back with them after seeing how devoted they were as military dogs. Why a German Shepherd might not be protective? If you get a German Shepherd, it is not guaranteed that it will be protective, especially if it is not trained to be protective. Below are some possible causes of a German Shepherd not being protective. Not being trained to be. If a German Shepherd has not been trained to be protective, it can be difficult to tell whether or not it would actually protect you. In most cases, it has been found that German Shepherds will act as a deterrent by barking and looking aggressive, but they do not actually do anything physically. With that being said, there have also been cases where untrained German Shepherds have protected their owners, which is why it can be difficult to tell whether or not yours would do it. If you want to make sure it would be protective, it would help to enroll it in a dog protection class. Not feeling like it is necessary. One reason why a GSD might not be protective is not feeling the need to be. This would be more likely if you tend to meet other people with it on walks and it is not protective. This would be a good thing since you do not want it being protective when it does not need to be. An issue with its diet. If it is normally protective and then it suddenly stops being protective, the cause could be that there is an issue with its diet. This would be more likely if its behavior changes suddenly after a change in its diet. How to get a German Shepherd to be more protective. If you do get a German Shepherd and you want to make sure that it is protective, it will be necessary for you train it to be protective the way you want it to be. Here are some things you can do to get it to be more protective of you and your home. Enroll in a defense training class. The most effective way to get a GSD to be protective would be to enroll it in a defense class. However, it is important to be aware that it would likely result in the dog being much less well behaved around friendly people. So, it would only be recommended to enroll it in a defense class if you only want it to be protective. Give it a small treat so that it knows that you have treats. Wait for it to bark by teasing it with the treat if necessary. Reward it when it barks or when it shows a sign of barking. Continue to do the above each time you show it the treat. Say the command word so that it learns that the command word means to bark. Do you want to have a well-behaved, obedient and calm pet dog without spending hours in training him? Check out the first link in the description and download the Secret Training Technique guide absolutely free. It is available for free only for a limited period of time. Thanks for watching the video. Comment below if you liked the video. Please subscribe to the Little Paws Training channel if you are serious about training and grooming your dog. Also, join our Facebook group where you get all the solutions to your daily doggy problems.